The sixth book. 1. The universe and its nature. The universe is made up of matter that is flexible and easy to shape. The rational force that governs everything has no evil within it. It is incapable of doing harm, and everything unfolds according to its will and design. 2. Facing life's challenges. Whether you're cold or warm, whether you're just waking up or fully rested, whether you're praised or criticized, or whether you're living or facing death, remember, all of these are simply parts of the duties we must carry out in life. 3. Seek understanding. Never overlook the true essence or value of anything. Always take the time to fully understand what you are dealing with before forming judgments. 4. Change and transformation. All things eventually change. Some things may dissolve back into one substance, while others may scatter. The rational force that guides everything understands both itself and the world around it, but we, in our limited understanding, may struggle to comprehend it fully. 5. The best revenge. The most effective way to take revenge is to avoid becoming like the person who wronged you. 6. Joy through positive action. Let your greatest joy and comfort come from engaging in meaningful actions. Focus on one good, helpful deed after another, always with God in your thoughts. 7. The power of rational thought. The rational part of you has the power to shape how you perceive both yourself and everything around you. It dictates how everything appears to you based on your own mindset. 8. The nature of the universe. The universe is either a chaotic mess or an ordered system governed by divine providence. If it is chaotic, why should we care about anything? But if it is ordered, we should trust in its design and remain patient, knowing that everything is under divine guidance. 9. Returning to inner peace. When you are troubled by external events, return to your inner self as soon as possible. The quicker you regain your peace, the better equipped you'll be to handle future challenges. 10. Finding refuge in philosophy. Think of philosophy as your steady guide, just like you would turn to your mother in times of trouble. Seek solace in it often, as it will help you stay grounded, even when life feels overwhelming. 11. Understanding the true nature of things. When confronted with material things like food, drink, or possessions, remind yourself of their true nature. For example, wine is just juice from grapes and meat is just the body of an animal. By stripping away the glamour of these things, you can see their true, humble nature and avoid being deceived by appearances. 12. Admiration for the right things. The common people admire simple, natural things like wood and fruit, while others may admire animals or human abilities. The wise, however, honor the rational soul in all people, seeing its true value in both reason and social connection. 13. What truly matters in life. Life is constantly changing and nothing remains fixed. Just like a bird fleetingly passing by, we should not cling to things that are transient. Instead, focus on the brevity of life and recognize that our time here is fleeting, like a breath in and out of the air. 14. The nature of life and time. Life is not about clinging to physical existence, but understanding that life is temporary, like breathing in and out. We should focus on how to live wisely, as our time is short and ever-changing. 15. What is truly valuable? We should not prioritize things like sensory pleasures, applause, or material gains. True value lies in living according to our true nature, fulfilling our purpose in life, and embracing wisdom and virtue. 16. The motion of virtue. Virtue operates in a way that is different from the motions of physical elements. It follows a divine path that is not always easy to comprehend, but it is what leads to true fulfillment. 17. The desire for recognition. It is strange that some people care more about being praised by those they will never meet, rather than those around them. It's a reminder not to seek recognition for its own sake, but to focus on living authentically. 18. Achieving the impossible. Never believe that something is impossible for you just because it seems difficult. If it's possible for others, it is possible for you too. Believe in your potential to achieve great things. 19. Handling life's challenges with grace. When faced with challenges or conflict, approach them calmly and with understanding. Don't hold grudges or suspect ill will from others. Handle difficult situations with the same grace you would show in a sporting match, where the goal is to avoid harm, not create enemies. Here is a more accessible and relevant version of the text. with headings for each section and simpler language while keeping the original structure intact. 20. Willingness to change. If someone points out that I am wrong in my opinions or actions, I am open to acknowledging it and will gladly change my views. Truth is what I seek, as it never harms anyone, whereas continuing in error or ignorance can cause harm. But 21. Focus on what's in your control. I will focus on my responsibilities, not letting the irrational or ignorant things around me distract or trouble me. I will live harmoniously with others, but always remember to seek wisdom from the gods. How long I live doesn't matter as long as I live well in the moment. At 22. Equality in death. Whether you are a great king like Alexander the Great or a humble servant, death is the same for all. In death, we all return to the same essence, whether it's a higher power or scattered into atoms. At 23. The complexity of life. Consider how many things happen at once in our lives, both to our bodies and minds. It should not be surprising that everything exists and works together in the world in a similar way, interrelated and complex. A 24. Stay calm in the face of disagreement. If someone questions you, focus on your task without getting involved in arguments. Do what you need to do, and if others try to provoke you, respond calmly and carry on with your goals without letting conflict disturb you. At 25. Understanding others' actions. It is cruel to stop people from pursuing what they believe is right for them. When others sin, they are often acting according to what they think will benefit them. Instead of being angry, help them understand better, without condemning them. At 26. Understanding death. Death is simply the end of sensory experience, passions, mental errors, and bodily servitude. It's a natural transition, free from the burdens of life. 27. Stay true to your purpose. If your body can endure life's demands, your soul should not give in. Don't lose yourself in the distractions of power or status. Remain true to the qualities of wisdom, simplicity, and kindness, always living with integrity and purpose. Episode 28. Learn from Antoninus Pius, emulate. Antoninus Pius, a model of consistency, equanimity, and humility. He was never swayed by flattery or anger, and he dedicated himself to the true understanding of matters. Be patient, self-controlled, and without suspicion, always learning and growing. His example reminds us that a good conscience prepares us for life's final moments. At 29. Awaken from life's illusions, wake up from the distractions of life, just as you would from a dream. Realize that many of the things that trouble us in life are no more than illusions, and we must approach them with the same detachment as we would the dreams we had while sleeping. Year 30. Body and soul. Our body is indifferent to everything. It does not experience the world with preference or judgment, but our mind, as long as it remains focused on the present, can stay free from concerns about the past or future. Habit 31. Embrace your role in the world. Just as your hands and feet perform their natural tasks, you too must fulfill your role as a human being. Life is not about seeking pleasure, but about doing what is naturally good and right. The truly virtuous do not seek pleasure in excess, but live with purpose and dignity. But 32. Respect your profession. People are dedicated to their trades, whether in skilled labor or intellectual pursuits. It's sad that some give more focus to their profession than to their own natural state of being. As humans, we should prioritize our nature, which is reason and virtue. 33. The world's smallness. All the vast lands and oceans are insignificant in the grand scheme of the universe. Time, too, is fleeting. Everything we know is temporary and interconnected, governed by a single universal purpose. 34. Unity of all things, everything in the world is interconnected. Whether it's the physical world or abstract ideas, all things are related and contribute to the harmony of the universe. Meditate on the interdependence of all things, for everything is linked, and every event leads to another. 35. Accept your fate. Accept the circumstances you find yourself in and the people you live with. They are part of your fate. Just as an instrument is perfect when it fulfills its purpose, you too should embrace your role in life. Recognize that you are a part of something greater, and that all is unfolding as it should. 36. Focus on what you can control. We cannot control everything, but we can control our reactions. Avoid blaming others or the gods for things that are beyond your control. True peace comes from focusing only on what you can change, your own actions and mindset. 37. Cooperating with life. Even when we resist or work against the flow of things, we are still contributing to the greater whole. The universe uses us, whether we realize it or not, and we must choose how we align ourselves with it. You are a part of a greater system, so work in harmony with it. Head 38. The cooperation of all things. Just like the sun, the rain, and the earth have their distinct roles, all things in the universe, though different, work together toward one greater purpose. Recognize that you too play your part in this grand design. 39. Trust the God's plan. If the gods have a plan for me, I will trust it, for they are wise and prudent. Even if I don't fully understand why certain things happen, I must accept them as part of the greater plan. If there is no divine plan, then I must rely on my own wisdom to make decisions that align with my nature and the good of the world. Shafta. Everything is for the whole. Everything that happens to an individual is for the good of the whole. It may seem difficult to understand, but even the challenges we face contribute to a greater purpose. Life is not about individual desires, but about the collective well-being. At 41. Life's repetition. Just as the repeated shows at the theater eventually lose their charm, life too can feel repetitive. However, understanding that life is a cycle of causes and effects can help you appreciate the greater pattern and find meaning in the mundane. At 42. Reflection on death and legacy. Contemplate the deaths of people from all walks of life, philosophers, warriors, kings, and realize that they are gone. What remains is their impact, and we too will one day be forgotten. Life's true value lies not in recognition or fame, but in living with virtue and contributing positively to the world. By embracing these principles, we can navigate our lives with clarity, purpose, and peace, responding to challenges in ways that align with our true nature and higher ideals.